Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Pharmacy, and today I'll be talking about how to treat hay fever or seasonal allergic rhinitis. So stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Pharmacy. My name is Abbas Virji. I'm a London-based community pharmacist, and today I want to just briefly share with you an overview of the three-pronged attack we take on symptoms associated with hay fever or seasonal allergic rhinitis. So let's get to it. So what happens is when spring comes around or summer in certain countries, some people react to the pollen in the air as a negative invader in the body. The body sees it as something invasive and responds to it, and therefore triggers off these inflammations or allergic reactions in our bodies. So what could happen is your body responds, and therefore you react. You start getting things like itchy throat, itchy eyes, itchy nose, sneezing a lot, congestion, red eyes, watery eyes. It can be very uncomfortable to be a hay fever sufferer or somebody who suffers from allergic rhinitis. And there's basically three ways to deal with this, and you can know, because the difference between this and a normal cold is a cold, will go away within a week or 2 weeks. But this comes around when the weather changes, becomes summery, the pollen's in the air, and you start sneezing, you start getting itchy eyes or itchy throat is a common one, and your nose starts to get itchy. So there's lots of things. So if you do have these kind of symptoms, the first thing you need, modus operandi when it comes to attacking this or dealing with this, is to take what is called an antihistamine tablet. Now antihistamines, because they stop or block the action of histamine in the body, which is causing this inflammation and these kind of reactions. So antihistamines are tablets like cetirizine or loratadine. Okay, you can get these over the counter and just take one a day. These ones are second generation antihistamines. What you've got is first generation antihistamines. You've probably heard of Piriton, which contains chlorphenamine, which is a first generation antihistamine, and that causes drowsiness when you take it. So you got to take that like one tablet 3 or 4 times a day, and it can cause drowsiness. Loratadine and cetirizine are second generation. They're non-drowsy, but they still may cause some kind of drowsiness, but not like the first one. However, the first one, it may act quite fast, even though it causes drowsiness, but you don't want to be taking that if you've got work or you're driving or something like that. And you can always consult your physician or pharmacist when you want to purchase some. Then you've got antihistamines like Benadryl, which has got crivastine, which is very fast acting, and it's also non-drowsy, but you got to take this maybe 3 to 4 times a day. And then the latest, which you can purchase over the counter now, is Allevia in the UK, which is Fexofenadine, which comes in 120 milligrams, and you can get the 180 but only on prescription. But this is probably one of the most effective antihistamines that you can take. So that's number one. You take a tablet. If your symptoms are really bad, you're sneezing, your nose is running, you're itching in your nose, what I would advise is to take a nasal spray. Nasal spray, especially a steroid nasal spray, you can take 1 or 2 puffs daily of this, and I would advise take this in the morning before you set out for the day. In fact, in advance of the season by a couple of weeks if you can, so it starts to work properly in the system. Something like Becanase, or Pyrenees, which is fluticasone. Becanase is beclometasone, and now you can even buy mometasone, which is a different type of nasal spray, and it's on the counter. It's called Clarinase. So if those other two you've tried before and they don't work as effective anymore, you can try mometasone. So these you can also get on prescription, just for your information, but you can also buy them over the counter if you need to. So the nasal spray, you take those sprays daily, and that will help the inflammation and those the itchy symptoms that you get in your nose and the sneezing and all that. And now finally, to deal with the symptoms that you get with the eyes, itchy eyes, red eyes, sore eyes, watery eyes, I would recommend using eye drops like Optichrome, which contains sodium chromoglycate, which basically works against stabilizing the mast cells to stop histamine from being released and causing those nasty reactions and horrendous suffering as somebody who has hay fever. So this is the three pronged attack that you take and prepare yourself and arm yourself with. If you're a hay fever sufferer, the antihistamine tablet, the nasal spray, and the eye drops when you go out and face the day in the summer or spring. So I wish you all the best, and I will, post some lifestyle tips maybe in another video that might be able to help with our hay fever. I hope you have benefited from this video. Please, if there's any comments, suggestions, please write them down in the comments. Please do subscribe and support this channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until then, over and out. Adios.